Good afternoon, Libra. Good afternoon, Libra. Welcome to my channel, Spirit and I Incorporated. It is a pleasure to have you with me this afternoon. I am recording on the 11th of April, which is the day before the beautiful and phenomenal Jupiter-Neptune conjunction that we have not seen since 1865. It is a highly miraculous event, and is a time for us to truly dream big and use the positive energies of the planets that are in the skies for good. And by that I mean, raising our consciousness, elevating our spiritual conscious realm as well, and connecting in the energies that not only are positive and good at this time, but that can be used for good. And for a lot of us that have the freedom, the beautiful freedom to be able to do that, where others are so misfortunate and unfortunate at this time that are not able to do that, we have the ability to not only lift our own consciousness and make better realities for ourselves, but we also can extend that energy to the places of the world that are in a lot of turmoil at this time. That being said, this forecast, Libra, is integrating the last half of March 2022 as well as the first half of April. And I'm just going to quickly start with some planetary energies that are still playing themselves out since the last half of March. And for you, Libra, that full moon we had in Virgo at 27 degrees on March 18th fell for you in your 12th house. And the 12th house is the house of spirituality and its higher octave. It's also a time of rest and reflection, which is essential for all of us. And for you, that's where the energy was falling for the last half of March, and probably has played out into the first half of April as well, as full moon energies typically do for a period of 6 to 8 weeks at the time of their commencement, Libra. So having this time and perhaps still taking this time to do some reflection and some really deep work in healing that which has hindered you within yourself and with others, and then releasing that to the universe is a really important and beneficial time for you to do. There has been a genuine need for embracing this higher power, God, spiritual counsel, whichever name you wish to label it. It all walks hand in hand, but has been a genuine need to embrace that within yourself, to allow an upliftment within your energies moving forward, and genuinely leaving the negativity of the past, whether it was self-created or otherwise, behind, because that's ultimately where ultimate growth comes from, Libra, for all of us. And certainly for you, this has been the placement of this particular full moon in Virgo transit at the last half of March, first part of April. So connecting with your spiritual counsel would be not only highly beneficial, but definitely will serve you at this time if it hasn't already. And really taking that guidance from the higher realm, moving forward into this new year that has already commenced for all of us. Now, looking forward to the new moon in Aries that we just had April 1st. For you, Libra, that fell in your 7th house of relationships, and that's of all relationships, intimate or otherwise, personally or professionally. There has been a need for some healing communications, and or a need to focus on, healing communications between yourself and others. Your ruler Venus in your 6th house of balance and day-to-day work and also health is an avenue in which this transit can also play out within your own inner relationship within yourself, and with your personal and professional relationships, where there could be possibly even a restructuring with the help of Saturn in this placement as well. So that would be very positive for you to engage in, Libra, if you've not already done so. Bear in mind, these transits are like weather maps, they are guides. You're certainly, you have free will to work with them or not. This is simply the generic planetary energies that are at play at this time. And of course, I deliver them for each zodiac prior to, a short energy read from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, and then I'll clarify with the Cat Tarot to get some details and close out with one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. So back to your planetary energies, Libra, we also have Mars, which is the ruler of Aries, and it appears as though, there have been some tumultuous, associations and a need to allow new relationships to form. And this again is with, reflecting into the past, releasing that which hasn't served you or those that have not served you, that have hindered you. It's really, really an important time to let that go so that, that negative energy can be released once and for all. It's just no good will come from it. So I encourage you, if I may, to heal those wounds, whether they were self-inflicted or otherwise. Heal them, embrace them, release them, and move forward. And that's what this new moon in Libra on the first of, this new moon in Aries Libra on the 1st of April at 11 degrees in your transiting in your area of relationships has been asking, for you to delve into, to nurture, to acknowledge, and to release, and move forward. Now, I just like to take a quick look at your energies for the last half of March, first half of April with the Animal Spirit Oracle, and we'll clarify with Cat Tarot and close out with one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your patience. Of course, some heavy energetic times for all of us, and they certainly affected me as well. I allowed, the negative energies of what's going on in the world to affect my energy level, and I apologize for the delay in this forecast. But I do hope that I am able to provide some guidance here for those that are interested in taking a listen. And I thank you to each of you that welcome the channel, that like the channel. I appreciate that very much when you hit that thumbs up, because it does circulate the videos a lot easier through the YouTube algorithm, and it does help to connect with other people that are looking for, a generic roadmap of what the transits are offering each of us at this time and moving forward. And I genuinely appreciate the likes and the subscribes and the shares as well. Spirit 9 Incorporated is growing slowly but surely, and it's because of you, Libras, and all the other zodiacs that are very kind to acknowledge the channel. And I genuinely appreciate it. That being said, Libra, let's take a look at your forecast here, and as far as your energy oracles are concerned, and then we'll get some clarity. So for the last half of March, first half of April, first card out. Beautiful. In your most recent past energies, which I suspect is still playing out, we have the 33 master number, ascendants watching over you, Libra, allowing you to have the freedom that you have been so desiring it. And this is truly a time for miracles to be manifested, especially with the beautiful Jupiter-Neptunian conjunction that we have been having for the last 2 weeks, and will be continuing for another 2 weeks. That goes exact tomorrow on the 12th of April. And beautiful, beautiful time to create miracles, using positive energies and spiritually guided energies for your highest and best good, for not only yourself but for others. And you're welcoming your freedom, you acknowledge the freedom, you're thankful for the freedom, and you, like the horse, is moving forward in freedom. Beautiful, beautiful energies, Libra, for those of you that are resonating. In your most current energies, we have the Deer Spirit, bringing in a gentle touch, the numerical number of 18 reducing to a 9. Now, it did come up in the reverse, and the Deer Spirit has to do with, love. The deers are symbolic of, Mother Nature and the love from Mother Nature, which is always enduring and never ending. Now, it did come up in the reverse, and that is just to suggest that perhaps, in some of your Libran energies, for those of you that are resonating, perhaps for some of you, there's been a delay in feeling that love for yourself and that nurturing for yourself. But you are encouraged to do so, to take that freedom that you're wanting and desiring from within and nurture yourself. And as such, you will be able to nurture others, which is what the Deer Spirit does. It's a constant mothering, loving, all around energy. And it's just to say in the reverse that for some of you, perhaps you've been feeling a lack of that energy. Pardon me for just a moment. I need to step away here for a moment. I apologize for that. Now, in your forthcoming energies, Libra, we have the Frog Spirit in the upright, clearing out the clutter. Yes, absolutely. So as some of you Librans are going through some perhaps, a lack of self-care and compassion and acknowledging that and really wanting to push, that negative energy away, welcome the freedom to love yourself and others. As a result, in your current energies, I suspect for a lot of you, this has already commenced for the first half of April. You're clearing out the clutter. You're clearing out the clutter of the mind, of the negative mental energies of the past, which is what that 12th house in the last half of March, that full moon in Virgo, has been asking you to do. It's to clear out the clutter, deeply in your psychological realm and how that manifests in your physical realm. It's a time to clear away anything that hasn't served you. People, places, situations, whatever that means for you, Librans, that's what the energies are asking of you and are supporting you to do, which is what this energy of the Frog Spirit in the upright is confirming. And that's in your forthcoming energies, current and forthcoming energies. You have really, really positive energies here, Libra. I'm very happy to see this for you. It's been a while. There have been some sporadic energies in the last 4 years and 2 years specifically. And this is a really beautiful month to manifest and to make dreams come true, as long as you're coming from a authentic and humbly genuine emotion of self-love and wanting to extend that healing towards others in a genuine capacity. The universe will support you. Use the positive energies for good, because there are so many around the world that are not using it for good, and all it does is hurt themselves and hurt others, and no good comes from it. So these are really, really beautiful energies to see, Libra, clearing out the mess, clearing out the clutter, releasing the past, bringing in the new, and very, very much supported in your energies to do so. Now I'm going to clarify with some details from the Cat Tarot for the last half of March 2022 and the first half of April 2022 for Libra. Beautiful energies, Libra. Very happy to see this for you. Genuinely so. All right. For Libra, what sort of details can we offer Libra for the last half of March, first half of 2022 from the Cat Tarot? Libra, 2022. Last half of March, first half of April 2022. All right, Libra, cutting the deck. The first card out to clarify the Horse Spirit in the upright, knowing that freedom is yours to move forward and paint that new story of your new beginning for your life on that fresh, clean canvas, because you've moved forward and clearing out the clutter, reminding yourself to love yourself and to be compassionate and kind to yourself and others, to have the ability to move forward as this beautiful Frog Spirit is supporting you to do. The numerical number of 28, reducing to a 10, which has to do with completions, letting go of the past, clarifying the most recent past energies. We have the King of Pentacles. Yes, it appears as though a lot of you Librans made some changes. I'm looking at this, professionally speaking, Pentacles are indicative of that which is tangible. It has to do with money, finances, investments, real estate even. And it is in the reverse. And there has been a depletion indeed for some of you Librans in the most recent past energies. You were really wanting to replenish what you had lost financially, and you realize that you do have the freedom to do so, but perhaps you needed to make a change to a different arena to replenish those pentacles. And of course, in doing that, perhaps it also affected your finances, and that there was a tremendous depletion for whatever you had experienced and or transitioned from perhaps one area of employment to another, or one career to another. The card is suggesting, the energy is suggesting that in so doing, wherever you were was not benefiting you financially, and or severely depleted you as well. And it appears as though you took the choice of freedom to move away from that because you're in the throes of rebuilding. Clarifying that King of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Cups. There it is in the upright. The 8 of Cups did come up in the reverse. And again, a lot of you were, this energy would be indicating that not maybe a lot of you, but perhaps some of you were having difficulty leaving an area that, even though it was draining you financially or wasn't providing beneficial resources for you, you still had difficulty leaving it because you chose not to walk away. You know, in the reverse, it would indicate that some of you Librans were still hanging in there, but it did not benefit you. And that's why I suspect that in your current energies, some of you Librans just felt like, where is the love for me? Where is the success for me? Why has it been so difficult, as the deer spirit in the reverse would be, indicative of. But again, moving forward in your current energies, a lot of you have reevaluated that thought process and decided to pull yourself up and outward, clear out the clutter of the negative narrative in your mind, and move forward. And clarifying the deer spirit in your current energies, there we go. We have the 3 of Pentacles in the upright. Here you are, Libra, moving forward as the arrow indicates. You're taking some time to rest, and you're rebuilding your new canvas, rewriting your new story, painting a new canvas, and rebuilding your pentacles, which is indicative of the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 leads to the 4, and so on. And a lot of you are coming out of that time of rest and reflection as you've been hibernating in your house here. A lot of you are now taking the time to peek outside of your house and take a look around, and allow the energies of the loving spiritual realm, which some of you have felt has not been there for you. You instinctively know it's there for you, and you're tapping into that, and it's allowing you to wake up and get up and move forward and rebuild. And this is a beautiful energy to see. Clarifying the 3 of Pentacles. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Cups in the upright. Absolutely beautiful, Libra. Here you are in bountiful blossoms of blooms, full blooms. Your cup runneth over with nourishing resources, which is indicative of this full water bowl here for this kitty. You're lapping it up with love, and you're welcoming the love that the universe is sending to you through the spiritual realms, as well as perhaps through another who's there guiding you forward, perhaps in the 3D realm. This is a very positive, uplifting, very loving energy, and I encourage you to welcome it, Libra. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful energy in your most current energies moving forward. And in your forthcoming energies, you're continuing to clear out the clutter so that you can continue to manifest this beautiful love and this beautiful guidance, again, through not only the spiritual realm, but perhaps through an energy that walks this plane, from the 3D realm. And in clarifying that clearing of the clutter of the negative narratives in your mind, there we go. In the upright, you're releasing the toxicity that has been in your mind, as would be indicated by the devil in the upright. You're pushing back on it. You're not engaging in or attempting to not engage in anything that's ego driven, because you've been there, done that, and it hasn't served you, and you know better. You've learned, you've grown, and this is beautiful energy in that it is Capricornian energy, and Capricorn, all when it's higher octave of energy, has to do with success and forward movement in a new beginning. And that's how I'm reading this card, very positively, actually. If it were in the reverse, I would be concerned, but it's not in the reverse. It is in the upright. You're pushing back on anything that the ego is trying to deliver, because it's not healthy, and you're staying focused on the spiritual realm. And you're doing that because you're aware that the light triumphs over the dark. You've been in the dark place. You've healed that. You're moving forward, and you're moving forward with grace and gratitude. Beautiful energies, Libra. Clarifying the devil in the upright, we have the Four of Swords. Excuse me, the Four of Swords here. This is what it looks like in the upright, where it would be suggesting that, you're taking some time to rest the mental anxiety that you've been dealing with, but it did come up in the reverse. And that suggests to me that a lot of you Librans are finally able to heal, the negative narratives of the mind. The swords are indicative of mental energy. It's an air element. Swords are air element. And, air element, that's what Libra is. Libra is an air element. And this would suggest to me that a lot of you Librans are releasing the negative narrative, as would be indicated with this energy in the reverse, because you want to stay focused on the love, rebuilding the love in your life, personally and professionally, building something that you love. Perhaps some of you are going to become your own business owners, entrepreneurs, welcoming guidance and love from another energy, not only from the spiritual realm, but the 3D. And you're waking up beautifully from your time of hibernation that you were, some of you Librans perhaps were taking in the last half of March, the very first week of April. And you're rebuilding the love. You're rebuilding the love for yourself, and the kindness for yourself, and the positivity for yourself. And you're welcoming that energy into your life. You don't want anything less than that. And these are really, really beautiful, beautiful, positive energy cards. Beautiful, Libra. Very happy to see this for you. Now I'm going to clarify this forecast with one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. And this again is for Libra for the last half of March, first half of April 2022. Beautiful energies, Libra. Very thrilled to see this for you. It's been a tough haul for all of us, and you certainly have had your share of challenges, Libra, but it appears as though many of you are coming through them slow but sure, and that's what matters, because you're choosing to come from a higher elevated place of consciousness. And even for some of you, this may even be a new romantic offer coming towards you, as I just felt instinctively for some of you that are welcoming perhaps a relationship, or a new relationship of a romantic nature. This is very supportive of that. So these are beautiful, beautiful energies, Libra. Very happy to see this for you. So moving on to the balance of this forecast, one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck for Libra for the last half of March 2022, first half of April 2022. Libra, Libra, Libra. It's a time to rebuild, Libra, a time to manifest miracles. This rare Jupiter-Neptune conjunction that we have been currently in transit with, that goes exact tomorrow on the 12th, is highly, highly supportive of creating positive miracles in the arenas of your life for all of us in our lives that we desire, using those positive energies for good. and as a result, uplifting other areas of the world as well. Sending that positive love and light to other areas of the world would be extremely beneficial because it is in Pisces. Pisces is highly spiritual when it comes from a higher octave consciousness and truly supported. And the card we have out for the balance of the last half of March 2022 and for the first half of April, we have the Oracle card of the number 7, which has to do with action and moving forward. And it's moving forward into the unknown, which is, I believe, feeling very strongly for a lot of you Librans as spiritually and how that will manifest into the physical 3D realm. It did come up in the reverse, and this is simply to suggest that some of you Librans are still healing and working toward having a new beginning in the areas and in the arenas of your life that the new beginnings are required. And perhaps for some of you that are still going through this healing of self-love and, receiving spiritual love and even remembering that love is all around you, even when it hasn't felt like that, and or welcoming a new love from another energy in the 3D realm. Perhaps it's just been challenging to feel that for some of you, not all of you, and or delayed, but it is in the offing, and these energy cards are very supportive of that. So don't lose sight of the new beginnings you wish to create, Libra. Stay focused. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing or what anybody else is feeling. Just focus on what you are trying to manifest to better your life for the highest and best good for yourself, and how that will beautifully translate to others. And release the negativity of the past, release the old narrative stories of the past, release past people that want to hinder you, release past energies that wish to keep you, negative, in a negative mindset. There's no room for this type of energy in that which you're wishing to manifest. Not for you, not for anyone. Let it go and move forward. And I'm going to leave it there, Libra. It was an absolute pleasure to have you join. Spirit and I Incorporated genuinely appreciates each and every one of you. Thank you again for that thumbs up and liking my channel. Truly, truly, and humbly appreciate it. I will be back soon for the last half of April forecasts. Until then, Libra, love yourself and continue to manifest the miracles that you're desiring, because the energies of the planets are in total support of you doing so. Don't forget that, Libra. It's been an absolute pleasure. See you soon. Spirit and I Incorporated signing off for now. Good night.